Hi everyone, my name's Electrodunky and today we're back reviewing another game. Today we're reviewing a game with a kind of simple name, Pearl. Pretty simple, pretty effective I'd say. A classic roguelike looking for testers. So I guess that's us. Anyway, hello, I've been working on a little game called Pearl. It's a classic style roguelike using the Dawn-like tile set. I've not actually seen this. Let's have a look. So I'm guessing most of this isn't their own. Okay. So it looks kind of, old school style, classic kind of roguelike. So we'll give that a go and see how that looks. The tower has been standing for who knows how long. The horrors lurking within sealed for generations. However, the seal has been weakening and the fiends are beginning to slip out and wreak havoc in the world. A worldwide call for adventurers and war has been sent out. A simple set of directions: travel to the island of Sargosa, be armed, be ready, and have a will written. Thus the warriors of the world descend on the foreboding tower. Okay, so right now the game has a little bit of almost every feature I'd like to implement. So by the sounds of it, they kind of got all the features, but maybe not quite as much, like, in depth as you want, maybe. This is a little bit, which leads me to believe maybe they're not entirely complete, but they're all there. So anyway, from here on out, it's mostly going to be creating new content. I'll be happy to receive constructive criticism or feedback, especially regarding balance. I've included the older alphas for P, but the most current version is Alpha 3, which just quickly, I'd like to point out here, we don't actually get a fat lot of information. These do show a little bit here, but in terms of the text that's here, we don't get that much information other than it's roguelike and other than this little bit of story. That's basically all we get. There's no like, this is what we do. Other than there's probably going to be some sort of fighting of fiends. That's about all we get. So maybe some sort of talk about what the combat's like or anything really. There we go. I felt a bit weird. Sometimes it didn't quite work. I'm not sure why. It might be my side. It might be theirs. But anyway, there's a few little options. Auto grab loot. Keep that on. Full screen. Yep. Well, we'll keep that on for the time being. It's working. Animation size, I don't actually know what this means, so we'll leave it as that. And health bars, yeah, we'll leave them. So let's give it a go. New game. Do we want to be an adventurer? Berserker. Rogue. Useless. Yeah, let's go with useless. Hidden potential. Let's see. Name. Let's just do that. Whoa, okay, that's a lot of text. Your goal is to assault the tower. More lore will be coming later, since fluff and flavor text can only carry a game so far when there's no gameplay. That's right, yeah. Head north to start crawling through some dungeons. You've got a message log in the top right hand side of your screen. Read it, it'll have pertinent information. Also hit escape for a list of useful commands and access to the compendium. I don't know what that is. Anyway, brackets indicate a keyboard shortcut. Yep. There's an inn, armor shop, blacksmith, canteen, alchemist, and random shop in town here. That's pretty interesting. Oh, also the punching bags, which are either captives in straw suits or a literal scarecrow. Okay, that's pretty cool. You can press tab at any time to open a list of keyboard shortcuts and controls. We might need that. Failing that, escape opens the main menu. Your character sheet has lots of information. Your spell menu has things, and there's lots of stuff to go. And that's a change log. Right then. So these are our controls. Character set. Okay. Great. Okay. inventory. Okay, unequip menu. Don't think we want to unequip anything at the moment, so we'll leave that. Look. Don't know what this does. Not a lot, I don't think. Oh, okay, in the top right it tells you. Fire gun, F. We don't have a gun equipped. Spells, S. Teleport. I think we just... Anyway. And lots of other things. Shift to ascend stairs. Main menu. Lots of things there. Let's just check out the compendium. Oh, okay, is that just the information stuff? Whoa, what? Not sure that's meant to happen. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't think that was meant to happen. Basically, I was like here, and I walked kind of up here and into here, and I just kind of magically teleported to here for some reason. So yeah, that's a little bit weird. One thing really quickly that I say that I maybe don't like about this game, and just right off the bat, just from without even going into any combat or anything, I doubt we will really have time. It seems like quite a big game. I might do another one next video, just two-parter. But yeah, one thing I really don't like at the moment is the movement. The movement to me feels a little bit weird. The reason why I think it is A, it's jumping. It's jumping to and from like that. Normally that wouldn't bother me. The reason why it does bother me in this kind of scenario is that the screen is locked in the middle as well. So because we're moving up and down like this, the whole screen's moving, which makes you feel a little bit dizzy and starts to not feel very smooth. So if you want to do this sort of jumping movement, one way to go around it is to have like a bounding box in the middle, and then have the screen move when the character does. And this way also it means that the screen's not jumpy, so the screen can still be moving smoothly, which will stop the disorientating effect, but the player is moving, like, jumping like this. So that's something to think about. It's kind of just preference, I guess, but I think most people would probably agree with me on that one. Another thing, just to say as well, real quick, is I really like the tiles. I know they're not yours, but they are pretty cool all the same. But one thing I would say is how they're being used here is not quite like the best, I don't think. I don't think it could be. The reason why I say this is because these paths seem to end way too abruptly. I don't know if you can see here. You can, but right at the end here, it just seems to stop pretty much immediately. I think it should probably like fade out a little bit. That could involve making your own tile. Really, I don't think it would be too difficult. All you need to do is just continue it going, drop the alpha, and just start losing pixels here and there until it eventually just fades into being a normal tile. That's something to think about. Just add an extra tile like that. It won't really tax much in terms of drawing, in terms of pixel art, if that's not your thing, which for most developers it isn't, and that's kind of fair enough. But yeah, other than that, I think that the stuff going on here is pretty good from what I can see. There is a lot here, to be honest. Okay, that's a dummy. Okay, so we just walk into it to attack. Maybe that could change a little bit. I mean, it is kind of old school. Maybe have a button to press, like X or something. Depends. It's up to you, I guess. Again, I think walking into it though maybe feels a little bit like unintuitive. Maybe it could be a bit more to do with it there. Okay, so the thing we can buy here, I'm not quite sure how much gold we have. I'm not really sure. I can't see. Anyway, maybe it's probably Zun, isn't it? So we've got 100, so we can't really afford any of this anyway. So we probably can't afford anything, to be honest. We probably just need to go into the dungeon. I think we'll probably do that in the next video though. I'm hoping this saves, otherwise we're going to have to do through the whole thing. Let's just quickly try that, save. If we exit and then load back in, should work. I mean, we've mentioned a few things in this video. Yep, this works. We are back at the start, but yeah, we've still got everything that we had before. That's pretty cool to see, pretty nice as well. So actually this feels pretty in-depth. There seems to be a lot of things to go off and a lot of things to feedback on. I think we've kind of covered most of the generic stuff without going into the dungeons. The dungeons of course are the main attraction when it comes to roguelikes, but in terms of little things like that that could just maybe throw off a player, they're things to pick up on, they're quite easy to do. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'll make sure to follow this up with a second video feedbacking on the dungeon aspect. But for the time being, that's going to be it. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, or do as you want to do, and I'll talk to you in the next one.